going to look like. Except we know it's going to be a short play, and it's going to be about half an hour. But that's it. We're going to get a suggestion from you guys a little bit later, and then we're just going to start to improvise and try to tell a story that makes some amount of sense. And so I hope you guys enjoy that, and it should be a lot of fun. So we've been warming up a little bit, but we want to give you guys a chance to warm up a little bit too, and also get to know you. So on the count of three, everybody shout out your name. 1, 2, 3. As soon as I'm not pointing to, all right? Are we ready? Yeah.
Mom.
Sweet, don't knock over the tray.
I almost fell.
Well, don't sit on the edge if you're gonna fall. You always micromanage. I'm just looking out for the safety of our son, okay? Would you like something to drink? I would love some. Well, I have orange juice and pomegranate juice. You never could give me what I wanted.
Eliza?
You never could let something die.
Eliza, do you know that alligators live in this lake?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
You don't have any more than they stop is a little infantilized.
Aunt May said that alligators live all over this lake. And if you go inside, it's gonna stab you.
What about old man Bill that rides his boat on this lake? Never seen him get eaten by an alligator. Listen, Patrick. Diane. We agreed that we were going to do one thing together, as a family, every month, for the sake of the kids.
You know why old man Bill is missing his pinky?
I can enjoy it. And we can look out on the pond that's technically not safe for swimming, as if we were still happy.
Spoiler alert. Patrick, I really think your attitude is very negative. Just because we're not married anymore doesn't mean that, well, we were family once, and family is family.
I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to make this happy. It's just hard for me to be here and see you with them and not think about all that I'm lost.
Mm-hmm. And what about everything you have now? How's Cassandra? That's right. Lizzie, don't talk about Cassandra. Don't. She's wonderful. She's in Bermuda this week. Must be nice being a travel writer. Kids, be careful. Don't climb over your sister. It's a long drop into the pond. It's not safe. Lizzie, are you okay? Yeah. Tommy, come back from the edge. His name's George, Mom. Tom's his middle name. If you wanted to call him Tom, you should have made Tom his first name.
I go by any name. Some days I call myself
Now, George Thomas Howard, I can't have you just making up names. It's hard enough to keep track of where you guys stand when I see you once a month.
But you guys made up my name.
Well, actually, you do know that you're named after your grandfathers. My father, Tom, and your father's father, George. It's a proud legacy. They're both fine men.
Do they have their pinkies? Well, they don't have anything now. They're both... I mean, you were at the...
Why'd you have to bring that up?
Because you said Old Man Bill didn't have a pinky. I want to make sure it wasn't an old man thing.
It's...
How was I supposed to know? You see, your grandfathers passed away several years ago. You may be too young to remember, Lizzie, but George was at the funeral.
Let's not talk about such things. I have presents. A friend of mine went to Italy. I thought you guys...
Oh, a friend.
A friend.
A friend who's a travel writer?
I have a lot of friends.
Great.
So if one gift happens to come from somebody who happens to be well-traveled, and maybe I thought that my kids would like travel-safe cannolis. Is that such a bad thing?
It's fine.
When does Aunt Megan give us Greek lessons? Every Thursday she gives us Greek lessons.
That's
your cannoli.
later in the afternoon. She had something to do today.
I can too.
I'm older, I should get more.
I had rock. Mom, I had rock.
What's this?
George Thomas ate my cannoli and threw the other one to the alligator.
George Thomas.
Ooh, a cannoli! Children, how are you doing today?
Okay, I'm sorry about your pinky.
Oh, it happened years ago. One of those Mortal Kombat with the alligator. Oh, man. Don't jump in the bog.
We won't, Bill.
Okay, I'm just here to give the bog lesson treatment. Every lesson, every day from Old Man Bill.
Hey, Old Man Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ride in your boat someday?
Maybe after puberty, child.
I'm 13.
I will take you in a helicopter. That would be a fun father-son activity.
Yeah. Okay.
Mom, what can you do for me?
Oh, I suppose I could just care for you every day of every month, except for
Oh gosh,
one weekend when your father takes you.
that's so hard to be with your family every day.
Yes, it must be. You know, it is pretty hard, actually. I mean, I love them, we both love them, but kids are a lot of work. And I don't exactly see you, well, volunteering to take more time. I just don't really want kids. I know that I feel like you just miss your children and want new children, but it's never something that I really wanted.
I just want to form a life with you. What?
Could we go on picnics this much if we had children? Could we visit the conservatory as much as we do?
Picnics.
All right, suppose we could go to as many picnics, but all the traveling we do, all the theater we go to, they wouldn't like Les Mis. They wouldn't like Hamlet. They wouldn't like.
But you would like Matilda the musical.
I don't know.
What if
Listen. I know that. I know you want kids, but I just don't think it's something that I'm willing to do. Maybe
I just want something more in our lives? What if we got a dog?
they shed a lot. Think about how difficult it would be to clean a couch, or how difficult for the help to clean a couch.
See, Mr. Howard, I clean now. Thank you, Javier.
You don't want children, you don't want a dog. Sometimes I wonder if we even enjoy
Hello, Patrick. Hi. Sandra, I came to drop the kids off? Yes. Go the long way again, George.
So good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully. How are you?
I'm excellently. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Of course. Been any very interesting lately?
Oh, I was just in Rome the other day. It was
Really, Rome?
Yes.
And
Actually.
you must have been Patrick's friend who brought those cannolis back for the kids. That was...
Yeah, well, I know they like cannolis.
Anyway, here's a list of the kids' schedules. They need to be dropped off at school at 7:30 every morning, picked up at 3 to take care of a lot of this. Of course, I just think, Cassandra, you're already familiar with this, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should pack them lunches. Lizzie won't eat crunchy peanut butter. And, of course, George Thomas is gluten intolerant. And then, after school.
Sylvester.
All right, this part gets a bit complicated. You both Sylvester. George Thomas, Sylvester now. I'll just correct that. Anyway, after school, Mondays Lizzie has dance, Tuesdays Sylvester has soccer, Thursdays as well. Wednesday evening, they both have choirs. Let's go upstairs to your rooms.
And
It's all on the list. Schmitty! Where are you? I'm late for my boat lesson with the Howard children. I need to take care of this first. Schmitty? Is that the sound of an echoing phantom Pinky in the bog? Yes, it is. Are they?
Old Man Bill,
Alligator Schmitty?
it's been a quiet bog these past few moons.
Ah, yes, I've just gotten TiVo.
TiVo?
It's a few years behind, but I'm
No
getting
one's had that since 2006.
It makes me feel up to date just enough.
Old Man Bill, I demand a sacrifice.
Schmitty, was my thinking not enough for you?
That was enough for the old moons. The new moons, they call for something much more.
I could get you some Vienna sausages from the mini-mart.
I would just go to the mini-mart myself.
They would not have the giant alligator named Schmitty going to a supermarket
These days, I'll have you know that my good friend Pete lets me in all the time. Gives me the 20% discount even though I'm not a member.
you don't believe it. He's a good guy.
No, I need a new kind of sacrifice. I need one afternoon of family fun on the bar. Oddly specific, I know.
Does it have to be a particularly functional family?
Well, does that even really exist?
the times we've had.
Old man Bill, I'm growing old in my alligator age, approximately 23 years. That's old for an alligator, I'm told.
Yes, I remember the good old times I had with your grandfather.
Hold on, let me perch on this log. I was reminded of how large and scary I am if you don't do what I please.
I can always just stay away and stay on dry land.
I know we've been friends for far too long for that.
It's true, there's something about your charm and skills.
Old man Bill, before I go, I want to know that I'm leaving something behind.
Schmitty, I'll give you this. I'll give you an afternoon with some children. And we'll befriend them. And then we'll bring a family back together.
That's all I can ask for in my old age. Hopefully, someone will look after this bog as I have all these years.
Alpha, Data, Kappa, Gamma, Upsilon, Epsilon.
It's all Greek to me. I mean, I don't know. But your Aunt May would be very pleased, I'm sure. Sylvester.
Yes. Oh, good, you remembered. Sorry,
Do you need that, like recharged or replaced or anything? How do inhalers work? I wouldn't want you to.
Oh, you just shake and you spray.
You shake it, okay.
Yeah.
But you can take care of it yourself.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got a whole stash.
You know, your dad and your sister went out to their whatever after school thing that he's doing now.
Right.
Is there anything that you'd like to do? Maybe we could play a game of chess or walk around the backyard and feed the koi.
Wow,
We've just kind of been hanging around the living room for a while.
So, there's one thing.
Yeah?
There's this lake not too far away.
Yeah.
It has a ton of alligators in it, right? And I've just been trying to, go inside and check it out. But my parents are like, oh, that's dangerous. And I'm like, but alligators. And they're like, that's why it's dangerous. And I'm like, you don't understand. And then I take my inhaler, and then I go on a week, and that's it.
You wanna play with an alligator?
I want to play with an alligator.
You know, when I was a little girl, I used to love fire. You know how beautiful fire is and how it's.
I want to play with fire too.
Beautiful. One time I tried to play with fire. I wanted to know what it felt like. Doesn't it look like it would be so interesting to feel? So I put my hand in the fire. Look at it.
Wow, that's so cool.
No, it hurt.
It looks like a palm tree. It's like that's so awesome. So if I put my hand in the fire.
No, you can't put your hand in the fire. It hurts a lot. It's not going down for you.
May, it's been so long since we had time for Greek Scrabble.
Oh, yes, it really has been.
I feel like I should call and check up on the kids.
Oh, no, don't just,
I'm worried about them. What could they be getting up to?
this is your time off.
And you know what? I think that it is much better for you to try to just let them out of your mind for a little bit.
But what if... Well, I mean, that Cassandra, I feel like she doesn't really get the kids. I'll get that, yes. Hello?
Hi, could you come over? I'm trying to keep Sylvester away from the stove. I'm cooking pasta, and he just wants to put his hand in the stove. I'm really just trying to keep him away.
Okay. Tell him he's allergic to the stove. Tell him that it's like how he's allergic to beets.
Like how you're allergic to beets, you're allergic to the stove.
Sylvester, you get all swollen and turn red like a tomato.
And he'll get that bad rash that he had for a week, and he remembers how that wasn't any fun.
Remember how that wasn't any fun, Sylvester? What about that bad rash?
Tattoos are fun.
Sylvester, we need you to. Oh, God.
I'll be right over. I'm so sorry.
No, Sylvester. Okay, he put his hand in the stove. I'll touch you later.
We have to go.
Oh, all right. Well, send another word and let's get going.
Great. God, sometimes I feel I just don't know how to be nice to people when I want to. If only there were something I could give back.
Perhaps a nice evening on the bar. Or buy them an Xbox. I just want your tummy rub.
I suppose would I keep my pinky?
Oh yes, certainly. That's only an old man thing.
Special relationship we have.
Okay. Tell me, you're always so nice to the children. How do you do it? Here, can I step you?
Yes. The lady senility has something to do with it.
Don't pedal the boat back while I'm trying to get in it.
I suppose you just talk to the people and find out what they like.
Surprisingly cold for an animal, no?
Surprisingly.
That's because I'm cold-blooded.
Oh, you. Sylvester?
I'm so sorry. I'm really so sorry. I was trying to keep him away. I feel terribly.
Sylvester?
Seems like Florida.
If you don't sit down, we'll lose our spot in the waiting room.
Sylvester, come sit down. Now listen to me, Sylvester. Don't touch it.
Don't to take my inhaler.
Use your other hand. Sylvester, you know how you have your inhaler to keep you safe.
Yeah?
So when you're not safe, Mommy worries about you. Daddy worries about you. Senator worries about you. You scared her very badly today. And I'd like you to start by apologizing.
And me, because I didn't cook any pasta.
I'm sorry I put my hand on the stove. I'm not sorry that I didn't. That you didn't get to have pasta.
Why don't I get to have pasta?
I don't get to have pasta.
But you're gluten-free.
Oh,
Lizzie,
fine.
stop on the way home from the hospital. Sylvester, do you understand why what you did was wrong?
Yes.
Do you? I want you to explain to me.
It's dangerous to put your hand in something that's very hot and flammable. Not only did it cause myself pain, it caused other people pain.
It's my fault, really. I told him about how I got this scar, and he was so fascinated by it, he wanted one himself. I shouldn't have told him about that. I just haven't spent much time with kids. I'm really terribly sorry.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Lizzie, why don't you go with me to the bathroom?
I can go by myself.
Yeah, it's the boys' bathroom. Lizzie, I'll plug my
I
ears,
can go.
Mom.
I can go. Mom, it's fine. I can go. Okay, I promise. I'll be right back.
Sorry I didn't get pasta.
Look, it's fine.
I like that you make pasta.
I think I'm gonna go check on him.
He's just in the bathroom, isn't he?
He escapes from the bathroom a lot. It's a thing you should know. Sometimes he says, I'm going to the bathroom, and instead he goes to his room and he reads his book.
Patrick, I need you to pick up your phone.
I don't know, I'm 14.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah? It was my ringtone that says, Patrick, I need you to pick up your phone. That's the ringtone I have for you.
You still have that ringtone?
It reminds me why we're not together.
why we're never having children.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I understand. They are your children after all. You want to see them more, but maybe the next time I'm in Italy, you can have them over. It's just, well, they're sweet kids, really, but God, Sylvester, he's 3 handfuls.
He has 3 handfuls.
Lizzie's nicer. I talked with her about having children. I think I might have come off a little too strong. I don't think she's ever going to have kids, but I hope that's okay with you.
Well, good. I think after this, I don't think I have the energy to chase after grandkids.
I don't know how this happened! We found something in a bar.
Oh my God, Sylvester! Oh my God, you're okay.
Is it okay?
Oh my God.
Is he okay? That's an alligator in the back. Let's come over Florida.
See? Nothing dangerous happened.
Sweetie, old man Bill, thank you so much for bringing my boy home.
Look at that, Schmitty. Look at that number making possible.
Sylvester,
Good, remember.
I want to hear.
I'm sorry. Sylvester, for these last few months, they haven't been easy, and it's been a lot, but I feel like you may have got the idea that your father and I didn't want you around.
Yeah.
But we do, Sylvester. We love you.
I know. Let me do something dangerous once in a while.
Only if you promise to be careful about it, to tell us what you're doing, and maybe we can talk about something that's reasonable. For example, you can't just go swimming in bogs where any old alligator might come along. Smitty is fine. Smitty's a friend of your family. But you...
Sylvester, I think what your mother is trying to say is that she cares about you very deeply.
But we need you to let us care about you.
Okay.
Give her a hug.